It was bad. It was really bad. I had my setup. I knew where I was going. Oof.
Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bikes, the show where we talk about bricks and sometimes we ride bikes. Today's show is brought to you by the 2x6 plank, one of my absolute favorite bricks and really one of the most aesthetically pleasing sizes. No, it's not like that. What's that ratio? The 1.6 something? Just like that special numerical ratio. Nothing? All right, I'll look it up and put it as subtext on the screen. It's a whole thing, it's like Greek or something. Anyway, today we are sharing the Lockdown Lego competition. And as our guest in today's episode, we have Calvin.
Hello, everybody.
Now, I shared this past spring during our first Lockdown Lego competition, but one of the first things I learned about Calvin was his Christmas tradition involving Lego. Calvin, do you want to explain what that's about?
Yes, every year my family would put up a Christmas tree and my mom would decorate it. And one year I took a little Lego ninja and I put it up on the star and I waited for people to notice it. And it turned into a tradition where we have 6 Lego ninjas that we would hide in the tree and everyone would take turns trying to find the Lego ninjas in the tree.
It is way, way harder than you expect.
Partially
because Calvin has gotten better at hiding ninjas, and partially because they're ninjas. Without further ado, let's get on to this week's competition. So as you may recall, in this Lego Lockdown competition, we are now allowing grown-ups to compete. But grown-ups have a little different themes that have a little more of a grown-up atmosphere or grown-up air to them. So the kids theme this week is ew, gross. And the grown-up theme is abstractionism. Again, if you wish to compete, you can tag me in submissions on Facebook or email me submissions. This week we allowed submissions by Friday because there were a few late entries. Calvin and I will be reviewing this week's entries and scoring them on creativity, on aesthetic appeal, and on storytelling. Story has to be inherent in the picture. So let's take a look at what we have for this week. First up is Evan, age 7.
You can see how stinky this garbage truck on treads really is. The green aroma coming from the garbage is thick and ewy. I like that. That neon green, like almost toxic.
Smoky, yeah. I like, first of all, the word ewy. I don't know if it's a word, but the way you have to move your face to say ewy, it feels gross to say. There's also something really, really gross about the idea of a garbage truck with treads, because that's going to pick up so much gunk and it's all going to get it's going to get wedged in there and super gross because it all gets stuck inside the tracks in there. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Imagine driving behind that particular garbage truck.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be throwing stuff everywhere. It's going to be super, super gross. All right. So we are not announcing scores live, but Calvin and I will be recording scores for these.
We will be.
All right. And the scores are in. Next up is Linnea, age 12. Now, I don't know what that blue thing. I think there might be silly putty in this.
Oof. What is it?
This. I think the mystery adds to the grossness because I honestly don't know what that is.
Yeah, is it some kind of blue snot or like a slime?
Is it like growing out of the porta potty?
Oh yeah, or maybe like it's from the like it's a chimney on a porta potty or some kind of ventilation, and it's like dripping out maybe ice.
I think the fact that it's all over the door makes me feel like it's taken over.
Some
Uh,
kind of fungal outburst.
right, and it's
See that.
possibly gained intelligence.
And the fact that a porta potty needs a chimney. I mean, what are they burning in there? Is it chips of some kind? That is, yeah, very, very creative.
And Kelvin, I just have to move your scores up in our grid here.
Oops. Oh, I see. I see.
That's okay.
I was a little too far down there.
Through the magic of the internet, we can coordinate. Awesome job, Linnea.
Very.
Okay, now we have Gwen, age 8. There's a lot to process here.
Okay, so we have a T-Rex eating a dolphin. One, like that's scary, even if not you. Gross. No one wants to see that. Looks like the red is the blood, the blue is water, the green are trees and bushes. So that poor dolphin is far away from the water.
The fact that the T-Rex has clearly taken the dolphin from the water and walked with it across the grass, dripping dolphin blood the entire way. Oof. This I have a you gross reaction to this, I think, fairly honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the trail of blood is really visually stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way that it starts kind of thick and then slowly dribbles off is that poor dolphin.
And Gwen, I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of dinosaurs. So thank you for adding a T-Rex to this, even if it is eating a poor dolphin.
It's a well done dinosaur.
Very. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now we have Soren, age 6. Now Soren, he's taken a very direct, kind of real life, candid snapshot of Eros.
Now, a huge shout out to all of our sanitation workers because they do so much to keep our
Right?
streets and environment clean. And if this were to happen, I mean, the fish that's there, is that a bone I might be seeing?
I think it is.
And something brown.
Something brown. And so, like, clearly some rude citizen has just dumped out this trash can.
Could be an accident.
Could be an accident. Could have been a RV mishap or But props to the sanitation worker.
Yeah, clean up the ew gross. Oh, that is definitely yucky.
All right, now we have Graham, age 5. This entry does include a video. For future video, I will do my best to incorporate the video into the judging. Videos are tricky depending on format and how sound comes through. So
definitely,
please send photos because at a minimum, I can do photos. Videos are trickier.
Okay, so this is like some kind of a trash launcher.
Yes.
Yeah, you push down a button or a lever of some kind, and it's just gonna fling trash everywhere.
Now, one of the things that's subtle about this, and a little bit like Alfred Hitchcocky feeling for me now, is this little spider that you don't really see at first.
Oh,
And then you're like, ooh,
yeah.
Is it a real spider? Is it not?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's some ew mystery right there.
All right, I'm gonna try to click on this link. I don't know if it's gonna work. Ooh, that is that showing up in the sharing?
Yes, it is. This could be a good.
Let's see if it works.
Who can show? I'm a little scared to see if the spider's going to pop out too.
Right? Or if it's just not there at all in the video.
Ooh.
What did you build?
I built a garbage can with icky stuff in there and they go black out there.
Do you want to show us how it works?
Yep, I'll try to, but I can't go all the way up. No, how can I bust this thing off? I can't bust this thing off.
You have a little black thing you push down and it shoots garbage everywhere?
Yeah, but I can't get it.
Those can be tricky.
I pushed this off.
That gross stuff does tend to get kind of gummed up. Almost
Yeah.
by definition. It's really good at that.
It's either really slimy or really sticky.
Yeah. Either way, just
Yeah, definitely. Graham, very nice work.
I saw a little bit of motion there. I saw the push a button stuff happen. So I saw the motion with that.
And what a great job of explaining it too.
Mm-hmm. Well said. All right. This one was a little bit of a short notice entry, but the Anosike family submitted the Booger and Poop Man.
Oh,
Um,
ooh, that's you.
so they really went like right to the core.
Mm-hmm.
You gross.
I mean, if there's two things you think of when it's you gross,
Right?
it's boogers and men. I mean poop. So this is a good one.
Now, it said Booger and Poop Man. I don't see a man, which makes me think he's in there somewhere.
Or it could be leftovers from the Booger and Poop Man after he's visited.
Oh, like he's a monster who just comes by sometimes and then disappears. Interesting.
Oh, he's definitely a monster. And is that the Leaning Tower of Pisa in the background?
I think he's leaving all sorts of destruction in his wake.
I don't know if that's supposed to be in on it or not, but if it is, that's some real destruction. That's
He like squeezed so hard, he knocked it down.
And do you know how many of the Anosike kids there are?
Either 3 or 4 of them contributed to this.
Great.
There are 4 total. I was not told who was who. I will ask for more details next week.
I mean, when you really want to get to the basics of you gross, I think they nailed it with the Booger and Poop Man. Very nice work.
We'll cut it right to the core.
All right, scores are going in.
Excellent.
Nice work.
Okay. And now we have a complete head shift, because we're in the adult theme now of abstractionism. So I gotta admit, this one confused me because the angle of the photo in the Star Tribune cover page, which I believe Lauren, she must have included that to prove that this was like a current submission and not ripped off from a Lego catalog or something.
Perhaps, yeah, or it could be part of the abstractionism.
That's what I'm confused about. So at first I thought it was a picture on the cover of the Star Tribune, and then I was like, oh no, it's sitting on the newspaper.
I think abstract and confusing are synonymous. Could be part of it. All right, so I see. I love the three-dimensional feel. Right, the top down. You might think that it's all laying, but like you said, there's some depth and height to it. I like the monkey. Perhaps there's a radar.
I'm kind of sculpture garden.
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe like one of those sculpture gardens that's intended to be played on.
Ooh, yeah, those are fun.
I wish they were everywhere. I'm not gonna lie.
If you're ambitious enough, they are.
Now, question for you, Tyler. Story for abstractionism.
It's a challenge.
Hmm.
I didn't think this
Okay.
through all the way, but the best submissions are the ones where I don't expect the story at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no particular story I was looking for, but it's fun to like dig into it. So
It
like
is.
the monkey, for example, makes me think. I see a lot of weird, off 90 angles in this. Usually Lego pieces are fitting together, in nice 90-degree square angles. From
Yep.
no matter how you look at this, everything is off kilter and funky.
Mm.
And you notice the monkey's kind of like exiting stage left.
Yeah, there's a monkey business going on there, huh?
So I'm kind of seeing a story here of the monkey has come through and this is what's left.
Put a wrench in the machine because there is a literal wrench.
I don't know if we cracked it. Now, we haven't actually talked about the title of this piece yet, which is Red Zone Paddles and Pauldrons.
So I think the paper is a part of it.
It kind of, okay, what? So I see Red Zone right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a paddle. Oh, no. Oh, there are paddles. I'm wrong. I see two paddles.
Oh, help me out with the mouse. Let me see where you
They're
see the mouse.
right here.
Okay, yep.
Right here. There are
Yes.
paddles in this picture. What is a pauldron?
I'm not sure.
Can I define pauldrons? Use the dictionary to find definitions. Okay.
It looks like it's a piece of plate armor for the shoulder and the uppermost part of the arm.
Oh, these are upside down pauldrons.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they are.
Cool Lego Knights.
Yep. Or yeah, I always thought of it as like captain shoulder.
Right. Yeah, like the
yeah.
knob to indicate rank. That makes sense.
Okay, we're there. Lauren,
Yeah.
we're on the same page as you.
This is deep for something that I looked at it at first and was like, oh, it's a pile of Lego.
Man. Yeah, this is good.
Whew. It's a head scratcher.
The story is unfolding before us. All right, well, let's get in those scores.
All right. And our last submission for this week is Danielle, also in the adult category, also for abstractionism. At first glance, it looks like a very different take.
Rainforest Cubism.
This is very pleasing to look at.
I was just going to say, this is beautiful.
Like the way that Danielle used, I think at least 3 different shades of green in here, but spread out and like different angles and curves. I always try to do this in my Lego builds and fail because I don't know if I don't have enough patience or what, but she has just used a beautiful brush stroke, so to speak, in the color here. And it looks like there's some shadow, so it's like a little bit of sun hitting, a little bit of shadow down here.
Okay, so you're interpreting maybe a little differently than I am. You're getting sun from the top in the bright colors.
Talk me through what you're seeing here.
Yeah, so I definitely like there's water and then there's vegetation, and I was trying to figure out if maybe it's I'm a big fan of Minecraft. Maybe it's some kind of a biome, like the biome shift that starts happening, or the temperature, the heat of it. Sun is an interesting interpretation.
Yeah, what I see out of this is like, I imagine sun is up here coming down through clouds, and then the upper leaves of the rainforest are like backlit by the sun.
Okay.
And then we get into the mid canopy, I guess, and it's kind of that deep green, and then we get the shadow over the water
Yeah, there's definitely vegetation in there one way or another. I like the layered theory too. Nice work, Daniel.
Very nice.
That's a good piece.
All right, so that is all of our submissions for this week. And I am going to announce next week's themes on Sunday. So stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
I will compile the scores and will announce the winners through the magic of editing right now. I have tabulated the scores, and I am proud to announce that our week 1 winner is Gwen with the amazing, terrifying, slightly troubling dinosaur eating a dolphin. Congratulations, Gwen. I'll be sending a gift card your way. Everybody else, your scores will count toward overall prizes in your age groups, so stay tuned and keep sending in awesome ideas. Remember, I will be releasing the next build topic in a couple of days.